Hand-breaded fingers? The question is, can you get extra napkins? Endless sauceabilities, only at Zaxby's.
Local 3 News. More local stories.
One of the best things about the fall weather, I think, is that the thermostat wars get to take a break, at least for a little while. No more having to say, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot, I'm cold in your house. But your air conditioner still needs to make sure that it's being maintained and getting ready for the winter months to come. So Rico Loprinzo is here. He has Rivertech Heating and Air.
Hey, Julie.
And he says this is the time his guys are ready to come out your way. Good to see you.
How's it going?
Fine, how are you?
Doing well.
So you already taught me something.
Yes.
Because I asked you if you are in a house that currently has 2 heating and air units.
Yes.
Is it better to have 2, or if you're looking to buy another one just to get one great big one, you say 2 is the way to go?
Yeah, 2 is definitely better if you zone it, especially if you have 2 floors. Like back in the early 80s, a lot of home heating and air was still kind of a newer, modern thing. They would have one system doing a 2-story house, and then the upstairs would, the thermostat either can go upstairs or down. It can't be both. So the thermostat would not know that it's hot upstairs, so therefore the upstairs would struggle.
So everybody watching,
Yes.
unless you're in an apartment complex, I guess,
Yeah.
everybody has a heating and air conditioning unit at their house.
Yes,
Right? 100% of Americans probably have.
It's getting close, yeah.
Pretty much that.
Yeah.
How many of us get it serviced properly?
I think I would like to say 30%.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
not a good number.
Yeah, not at all, yeah.
So are we creating problems for ourselves? Like, what should we be doing now, gearing up for the winter months?
Of course, the filters, that's normal, but like I say, if you have to put Freon in it every year and then you have an electric heat pump, you also need Freon. People that think Freon is just cooling. Freon is heating as well. So if you're leaking out Freon all summer and you keep replacing it, during heating season, it's going to leak out, and then you have backup auxiliary heat, which draws about 5 times the power as your heat pump does, and you won't know. You'll think it's just the power bill's high. So my point, to get the Freon leak fixed or replace the coil or fix the problem, don't just keep adding Freon. Freon's expensive, more than ever.
Yeah.
You used to be able to charge it up for a few $100s. I mean, I've seen as much as $600, and it's just kicking the can down the road. It's not fixing anything. It's just making the problem go away for that moment.
Okay, so let's say that you're in that camp where you've been kind of making sure you can duct tape your unit together, putting off the inevitable. You want to go ahead and act now because you said if you're looking to get another unit, you want to do it before the end of the year. Why?
Yes, there's new government standards coming out. First of the year, we are not allowed to install the old units. We'll be fined. I don't know what the repercussions is, but they're really serious about it. So I think it's gonna be like a 10 to 20% increase first of the year.
Okay, so if you were buying something that was a $5,000 unit and it went up 20%, you're looking at $6,000 now. That's a significant amount
that's a
of
lot.
money.
Yeah, if you have any question about buying a system,
Right.
now would be the next 3 months. Call whoever you use and give them a price. Everybody gives free estimates, so it wouldn't hurt.
Okay, I was going to ask you that. If people
Yeah.
call you today and they have you come out, is it a free estimate?
Absolutely.
And what do you do in that when you're looking at the air conditioning unit?
Basically, we go out there and we check the tonnage, which is the size, the square footage of the house. We ask the homeowner, how has this performed in the past? That way we know whether we need to increase the size or upgrade the efficiency. Just evaluate the whole house, see if their insulation's good. Or do you plan on buying new windows? Have you cut a big, this is a big one. You go out to the house and you see a big tree stump out there, and now their unit doesn't work. If you cut a tree down, especially in the west side of your home, and then now that would be a time to upsize your unit to compensate for that shade.
Right, or during the tornado,
Yes.
when people lost trees.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a double whammy.
Yeah, so that's a huge one.
So what about if you have pets at your house, or even if you don't, the air filter inside that you have to change periodically, doesn't that directly impact how your heating and air unit
The airflow, it restricts the airflow. If you have pets, I would definitely do it once a month. If not, I do it once a quarter.
Okay. What about ductwork? Is that important?
Yeah, absolutely. To go under the house, usually in the attic, it's okay because there's no chance of any vermins getting up there. But in the crawl space, it does not hurt to just take a peek under there once a year with a flashlight. It's just obvious. You either see torn ductwork or you don't.
I mentioned, well, no, and then I'm thinking like the cleaning of your air vents in your house, like you know where the grates are.
Yeah.
Should you have those cleaned?
That's a simple one. You just open the grate and just look down there. If there's stuff down there, you can either one, suck it out. Two, I mean, you can call a duct cleaning service.
So you're saying if you open that grating, you don't see anything that's clean?
I think, yeah, usually things just fall through. They can't get past the filter, past the unit, and then down the trunk line.
I'm laughing. I haven't talked to you in a long time, but I'm laughing because as we're having this conversation, I'm remembering things about you. For Rico, it's just no big deal. Like I could say to you, well, do you think you should spend $100 for a steak? And he would go, yeah, if you want to. I mean, you just take it easy.
Yeah.
You take it easy.
Yeah. You almost have to these days.
I mentioned the thermostat wars.
Yes.
Set us straight. Is the best thing to pick something everybody can agree to and leave it there?
Absolutely, but I've got the Wi-Fi on my phone now just so I kind of look intelligent in front of my customers. And at first I was like, I don't need this, but I actually enjoy it now. The programming, I think the programmable thermostat's a thing of the past because you get home, you want the house to be cool. So the one on your phone, I think, has been really good for us.
What do you mean?
So either Honeywell or Ecobee or Nest, they have an app and you can operate your temperature on the phone. So like anywhere.
So that if nobody was going to be home,
yeah, so
you could raise it up and then an hour before you get home.
Yeah, just do it whatever you want. That way you remember it.
So is that okay as opposed to just keeping it consistent throughout the day?
I keep mine consistent just because I don't think about it, but like say you're out of town and you're coming home today, then you can lower it down. I think it's been more effective on the Wi-Fi versus the program because the program, no one's going to come. If you come home an hour early, you're not going to sit there and wait for an hour for that thing to come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah.
All right. So if they call you today
yes,
and they're needing a new air conditioning unit, are you telling me that you've kind of got these in stock and you can get them to them?
We stock. Since this whole pandemic thing and the whole supply chain, if I need one, I've purchased two. That way I have like at least a week or two supply. So most likely we'll have the system in stock.
And the new ones that they would be able to get, if they wanted to get one before the regulations kick in
yes,
in January, typically speaking, when you buy one, should it last you about 10 years?
Well, they have a 10-year warranty, so they should at least last that. I would like to say 15.
Okay.
The technology keeps changing, so people want to keep up. It's not like it used to be where they used to last 30 years.
And when you come out to inspect,
yes,
which is a free estimate,
yep,
you could say to somebody, I think you're good for another 18 months to 2 years, and then they can make their determination.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have the new R410A Freon and you're not leaking Freon, I mean,
no reason.
Go on vacation or something. I mean, you don't need to waste $6,000.
And buy $100 steak. See, it's all no big deal for him.
Yeah.
Rico, thanks. It's fun to talk to you.
Thanks, Julie.
So you can find him at Rivertech Heating and Air. He's been doing this. The reason it's no big deal is you've been doing this your whole life.
Yes.
Practically.
Yes.
I mean, you just cut your teeth.
Yes. Yeah. Since I was 19 in South Florida. Yep.
Where they see definitely some heat.
Yes.
702-5423 is their phone number. They're right here on East Brainerd Road. Heatingandairchattanooga.com is their website. Always good to see you.
Thanks, Julie.
Seems like CBD stores are popping up on every corner. Make sure you choose a knowledgeable vendor you can trust, like the Hemp House. Choose from products that are locally sourced from farmers we work with directly. Our friendly staff will help you find the right product for you. The Hemp House on the North Shore, East Ridge, and Ooltewah.
Every moment in life is a bet, like betting on how spicy the atomic wings really are. But life doesn't offer you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. So when it comes to the NFL, bet on FanDuel and make every moment more.